Hey, everyone out there who listens to our podcast or watches us on YouTube. This is a little special episode that we're putting up for the Thanksgiving weekend. Scott, happy Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday, happy Thanksgiving weekend, and happy COVID.
Happy Thanksgiving and all those other things besides COVID to you too.
So we wanted to just do a little extra thing as the site is getting bigger and we're building things, just to talk about this separately from some of the other episodes, because people, listen at different times and stuff. Every year that I can remember, Scott, when we've been together for Thanksgiving, and we've been together for as long as I can remember, we've always gone around the table and done what we're thankful for. And every year it's been important to me, especially last year when I was going through separation. I was just thankful that my family was there. Little did I know it was going to happen. But this will be the first year that I am single since my 20s on Thanksgiving, but my kids will be with me on Thanksgiving. And so I'm a little trepidatious. I'm a little nervous about the whole, I know what I'm thankful for, and that's what we're going to talk about here, Scott, but like, it is noticeably different there. And now with COVID stuff, you aren't coming down, Paul's not coming over. And so it's going to be just like a spare holiday. And this is not the year I wish that was happening. So I'm a little frustrated and upset about not having family surrounding you and being there at this time. And I know I'm not the only person out there who's dealing with this.
I mean, you have another person that you're talking to right now that's dealing with the same exact thing, and it's quite frustrating. And as much as I'm cherishing the time with my kids on Thanksgiving, yeah, it's sad. It's a little bit sad. It is. I feel like it's been a long time since we've been able to see everyone together. Too long, and it's been a unique year for you for sure, and it's tough. But if we can make it through this year, we can make it through anything. So,
Yeah. I mean, I obviously the good thing for me is I'm in a much better mental state than I was last year, which is very important, obviously, going into the holidays with seasonal affective disorder and stuff. And we're going to talk about that in future episodes as we get closer to the winter holidays, for certain. But let's do this, since we're not going to be together. We are going to Zoom in together and whatnot. So we'll probably do this in front of the whole family. But I thought it would be good just to get us together. And before we talk about the rest of the weekend, let's just do a little what we're thankful for this year. And if you want to keep it to the site, if you want to keep it to being a dad or whatever, that's fine. But what I am going to say, and our email addresses are always on the top of us when we're doing the podcast on YouTube. I'm Dan at divorcedadplaybook.com. Scott is Scott at divorcedadplaybook.com. But hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, all of our social channels. We want to know what you're thankful for as a parent. That's what we're asking you specifically. And Scott, there's sort of more to that. Like not just like you said, if you can, and this, look, selfishly is going to help us grow a little bit on who we are, but we hope if you listen to us that there's people who might benefit from listening to us that tag someone else in that who you're thankful for. So what are you thankful for as a parent? But then who else in your life do you owe a sort of a debt of thank you this year? Add them, and then hopefully they will put in theirs, and it'll keep growing. Because this was really important to me. I used to do a podcast about sports. I had like 50 sports writers a year, national people, sending me what they're thankful for in sports. And it was so important to me. And this is the first time I've had a podcast since then. And you and I talked about it the other day. This is life. This isn't sports. This is life. So I'm going to give you the floor for as long as you need. What are you thankful for?
well, I'll just, before I go into my thankfulness, we'll do that, and we'll put it on Instagram and Facebook, so that, and we'll get it started so everyone can kind of follow our lead, because I do think that it's nice to have a sense of community of what's going on there. For me, and specifically to being a parent, I'm thankful for a couple of things this year. I've talked about this before, that there's many silver linings in this year. Clearly, I'm thankful that I recovered from COVID as a parent, because that was a tough and scary time earlier in the year, before everyone was so willing to talk about it, and seemingly everyone has it now. I would say that I'm very thankful, this might be generic, but I'll explain. I'm very thankful for my kids. My kids being in high school, and this is tough on everybody. I'm thankful and I'm proud of the way that they've really worked through this year, which, as everyone knows, if you can think back to the times, who doesn't have some sort of good memories about the times you were in high school? Um,
Sure.
they're going to have really different memories, and they know it. They're not sure what that's going to look like as they get older, but I really think that they've handled this tremendously well, going back and forth, working remote, doing school remote, doing it between two houses, between their mom and my house. It's been tough. So I'm thankful that that's just all gone well and pretty smooth. And and I'm thankful that what this has done this year has taken me off the road as much as I have, although I do miss it sometimes. It's taken me off the road and given us an opportunity to really explore this passion of helping others. And I think, isn't that what thanks is all about? Thanksgiving is all
Sure.
about, giving thanks for things that, we really, want to do. And I've ne- I've been so busy as a single divorced dad over the past 8 years that I haven't really been able to give time to so many others. And I'm really thankful that this year has presented me with this situation, this opportunity to be able to give back to the community that needs help and guidance and a playbook, to be honest. So I'm
So
thankful that we've had time to get this up and going and see where it takes everyone.
I'm actually start in reverse then, because that segues into what I am thankful for. You've been busy over the last many years to sort of not have the opportunity to sit back and reflect and realize kind of where you want your passions to go. And this obviously became what it is from that. I actually had the opposite happen where and hopefully this doesn't happen to you, where I didn't stop for 10 years or 8 years. And then I broke. It just, everything broke. And so I had 2.5 years or 3 years to sit on myself and say, okay, now what? And I used to tell people, I've exhausted all of my quality. Like, I'm a good graphic designer, but I hate it. I'm a good writer, but I hate it. I'm a good editor, but I hate it. What else do I know how to do? I'm a good talker, hate it. So everything that I knew how to do professionally, I didn't want to do. And I was done. I had no idea what I was going to do. And then I said, when people would ask me, like, what do you, and I actually had to put this on these dating sites or whatever. They're like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm writing a children's book, which I was, and I did. And I'm still hoping to get this published in the new year. I think it's a great book for kids coming up anyway. And my kids helped with that. And that's part of what I'm thankful for with them. But when you called me and said, hey, I have an idea for this, it wasn't called the Playbook at that time, but whatever we were calling it. And we just had that conversation for like 20 minutes. My brain was like, bing, 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 and it was like, idea. We should do this. We should do that. You should do this. And actually, I didn't say we for the first 20 minutes. I'm like, you should do this. You should get that. You should hire this person to do that or this, that. And then I stopped myself and I'm like, hey, I used to run content at websites and write a lot and talk a lot. I should run content for you. And your response on the phone was like, dude, why do you think I called you? I had no idea. I legitimately just thought you were like asking for advice. You've done that before in the past. And so I'm thankful that you've provided me this opportunity to get off my ass and like make something of myself again, because not only is it giving me, a livelihood, but it's given me the ability to rekindle what I've loved so much about doing graphic design, writing, editing, talking. Those are things that I am good at. Those are things that I enjoy doing, but I lost that joy because of the context with which I was doing them. This is different because this is what I've always wanted to do with all the charity stuff that we've done, Scott. You know that I've always wanted to help people first. And then if I make a little money on the side or if I get something for myself, that's fine. So this is perfect. This is a perfect combination of both those. And so I'm thankful for that phone call and you in general, but specifically for that phone call.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's that. And then the kids, like I said, like I wrote a book with my kids. We cut out little triangles out of tissue paper and glued them on pages with Mod Podge. And I mean, look, I haven't done this before, but for people who are watching us, I'm not even going to say it, but like, this is what we did. Like, these are cool things. And this was from I feel like, anyway, this was from the genesis of my children's brains, and we put it on paper. And so I'm thankful that I've had the opportunity, like you, to be with my kids, to do creative things. My oldest has a sticker company. We've raised hundreds of dollars for different charities, selling t-shirts, making mugs. It's amazing to have a year where you feel so lost at the beginning of it, and by the end of it, you can create so much because of and with your kids. And that's what I'm most thankful for this year.
I think that's really nice. Can I say one other thing that I'm thankful for? Because I was thinking about it while you're going through it.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So as you know, and I don't talk much about it because I want to keep people out of it, but I have found a wonderful woman this year, and I'm very thankful that she found me and I found her, and it's just been a nice addition to this year too. So I'd be remiss if
She
I
is
didn't
wonderful.
say,
I can attest to her wonderfulness. So
yes, thank you.
it has definitely changed your demeanor, which is probably a good thing for everyone.
My demeanor was pretty good.
We got so far. We were so close.
We were so close, and not musty on me, right?
We almost had it.
Right.
So for people out there, again, if you're with your family but you don't want to talk to them, chuck your earbuds in and listen to us. If you're not with your family, and both of us have our kids on Thanksgiving, but then not the rest of the week, which is probably something that may be happening if people are going with the even odd calendar type of thing. That may just work out that way this year. Enjoy the weekend with us. And Scott, as you said, like, you can text us or Discord us, or no, you can't text me. I don't know. Hopefully you won't text me if you already know my number.
Don't text.
But you can email us. It's the same thing as text. It comes to the
you could engage with us on social. You could email us. Yes, for sure. We would appreciate
Scott. His number is 555
beep,
Klondike 5
beep,
4226.
beep, beep.
And let us know what you're thankful for in life, but specifically as a dad or mom. There's a lot of moms who are listening. I don't want to exclude them by any means. They're our lifeblood,
of course.
Literally and figuratively our lifeblood.
Yes.
But what you're thankful for as a parent, and then if you can, we're not asking you, you don't have to, but we'd love for you to tag 1 or 1,000 people who you are also thankful for this year, and get them involved in the conversation. Let's see how big we can grow, not just the conversation, but then let's grow this community, which is hopefully helping not just the two of us and helping a lot of people out there, because that's why we're doing it.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Well, happy holiday. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy holiday. I look forward to our Zooms over the holiday, and I look forward to all of you surviving and thriving through the holiday weekend. Kids first.